right, man. It's getting strange with Antonio Brown, man. But let's talk about what's going on with AB, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping back in. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. Check out our NFL playlist, and we have an NFL live show I do every week, predicting the slate for the week or the week. We already did the big preview show for the season, so that's in the NFL live playlist. In the regular video format, it's like this NFL playlist. But Antonio Brown could be done in Oakland. It's talks or it's rumors, according to Adam Schefter. I'll link all this in the description. Each article or source tweet I got, it'd be under source link in the description, that the Oakland Raiders may be trying to void Antonio Brown's contract, which he is guaranteed around $30 million. See, NFL contract's a little different. If the contract says $100 million, but it might only be $50 million guaranteed. Really, the only thing that's guaranteed in the contract is $50 million. All right. So they might be trying to void his contract, and this is what pretty much happened. Yesterday we talked about it. I've been covering Antonio Brown frostbite. I covered Antonio Brown, the helmet situation. I've been covering this story with the Zeke story all summer. And what happened was Mike Mayock fined him for missing a walkthrough in a training camp day over his helmet issue. Now, his helmet issue was he said he didn't feel comfortable and safe about the helmet, that he, that he wasn't allowed to wear no more. He had to switch helmets. He said, well, I want to wear my old helmet. He tried to go, he went through the grievance. He lost and had to pick a new helmet. And so he missed practices over a helmet. And also, he had frostbite on his feet from some type of cryotherapy thing where he didn't wear the proper footwear. So the offseason just got off to a bad start. And what's so messed up about it, and I said this in my video the other day, John Gruden, who is basically the most powerful guy in the organization, other than the owner, he said we support AB with his helmet grievance, and we want to, we support him, and we want him to get back on the field. So if he missed, practice in a walkthrough over a helmet grievance, and y'all say y'all support him, John Gruden, you over Mike Mayock, he got like a 10-year, $100 million contract with the Raiders. Then how you gonna turn around and fine him? He's already an unstable creature, in my Jody from Baby Boy Boys. Well, his boy said that. Cuba Gooding Jr. brother. But how you gonna say I support you and then turn around a few weeks later after he lose the grievance and he get a new helmet, he pick a new helmet, and also the helmet that he picked, he got an endorsement deal for wearing the helmet. So he got more money in his pocket. But how you say we support you and you the most powerful dude in the owner, not named the owner? I mean, most powerful dude in the organization, not named the owner. And then you turn around, he think he in the clear, think he done got out of practice, with the helmet. You turn around and find him $53,000 or $54,000. So at the end of the day, you sending somebody that's already unstable, somebody that's already a nut job, and you sending him home. I mean, you sending him not home, but you sending him a check or a fine. Like, we taking $54K out of you for what you did. To me, that's sending mixed signals. And, when he missed the practice, he should have been fined then. When he missed the next practice, he should have been fined then. But I understand the timing of it. They probably didn't want to, fine him while he was going through the grievance. It'd have made it even more messy. But if I'm Antonio Brown, I just would have called my union up. And I'd have had them handle the situation. But the NFLPA is the worst union in North America. It's not even close. But that was messed up for them to, send it, fine him, way after the fact. But he posted it on social media, the fine letter, which you don't do that. I don't know why people share their personal information. When he made it public on social media, they fined him, and the organization was hating on them, and they was against him, everybody against AB, and that other teams about to pay this season, for what went on with the helmet and what went on with the Raiders fining him and stuff. And long story short, well, I'm gonna keep going. I ain't gonna say long story short, but basically, Mike Mayock didn't like, he went on social media confronting him, I guess, at Raiders practice, and I linked that TMZ article in the description as well. He confronted him at Raiders practice and about the situation, and AB threatened to not hit him in the face, allegedly. And they got into it over him posting it on social media. And I don't know if he directly contacted him and said you fine, or did he just leave a letter in his locker, or I don't know how it goes. But AB wasn't happy about it, and then he punted a football and said, "Find me for that." And he basically had to be restrained by a few teammates. Allegedly, he put in the football, and allegedly he had to be restrained by a few teammates. For almost trying to get at Mike Mayock. So, if you don't know who Mike Mayock is, he was an NFL draftologist, okay? He was like Mel Kiper, Todd McShay, never worked for an NFL team from my knowledge. He would just be on NFL Network, and he'd give his big board opinion, his mock drafts, and usually how I go, these dudes talk all this shit on TV, but when they go put in the NBA head coaching job or in management, NFL, whatever, it doesn't really articulate in a way that we will believe it should. They usually spark out and flake out. They sound good on TV, but when they be put in a position, they usually strike out. So, at the end of the day, if they void his contract, he deserves it. And I don't want to hear nobody, crying for Antonio Brown like they crying for Carmelo, or just look at him as Terrell Owens right now. Look at it that way. A lot of stuff that went on in Pittsburgh with him, streaming in the locker room on Facebook, with Mike Tomlin was talking shit about the Patriots when it should have been left private. All the stuff he got away with Pittsburgh. It's kind of like a kid, all right? It's kind of like a kid keep covering the school keep covering up for a kid because the parents say, he lost one of his parents and he ain't been the same. They keep covering up, and they have him through the elementary, they have him through middle school, then he get to high school. And now that school can't cover up for him no more. So now he got consequences to deal with now. You know what I'm saying? And AB got consequences to deal with. That's just what it is. Now he got consequences. And with those consequences now, it's coming repercussions. Don't nobody feel sorry for Antonio Brown. Real talk. Nobody gonna feel sorry for Antonio Brown the way this about to play out. He about to be Terrell Owens. He about to be Carmelo Anthony. And I don't want to hear people saying, "Oh, why he getting blackballed?" See, with Colin Kaepernick, why he getting blackballed, right? But we just don't understand why he can't get another job and why these sorry dudes getting paid. We seeing this unfold. There are multiple sticking points or multiple checkpoints with Antonio Brown on why, he gonna be banned out of football. He's a nut job, and I don't want to see him on 60 Minutes. I don't want to see him on First Take crying and shit. Like, after this, I don't know what team is going to touch Antonio Brown after this. If they are able to void his contract, and what's so funny about it is James Harrison went on Undisputed a couple weeks ago and said it's language in that contract. If Antonio Brown really has detrimental, discipline issues that's detrimental to the Oakland Raiders, that they can void that contract. And it seemed like they was listening to him because they might take precautions to void this contract. The way, how bad this really sound, that TMZ allegedly articulated him trying to hit, he didn't hit it, but allegedly trying to hit Mike Mayock. Like, at the end of the day, he won't play for another team, I don't think. I don't think, after this. If he do, it's just because he a top talent. But it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And the whole helmet thing, I took it as he was just trying to get out of work. He didn't want to show up to training camp. And a lot of veterans, they don't want to show up to training camp. A lot of veterans don't. Brett Favre did it for years. Am I going to retire, or I'm going to stay, or I'm going to retire, or I'm going to stay? He did that because he didn't want to go to training camp. And Antonio Brown wanted to get out of training camp. But for Antonio Brown, it's probably going to be over for him. You know what I'm saying? It might be a desperate franchise that might take a flyer on Antonio Brown. You feel me? It might be a desperate franchise that might take a flyer on him, but he did it to himself, but he's still one of the top 3 football receivers in the league. So somebody might take a flyer on him, might be the Jets, but I don't think nobody trading for that contract, and it's going to be a lot of dead money left on Oakland hands. So they're going to try to void that contract, but I want to make this clear. They shouldn't have fined Antonio Brown. They shouldn't have fined him at the point they did. They should have fined him in the beginning and let him know. We know you're going through your grievance, but we still going to fine you. They should let him know. You know you're going through your helmet grievance again. You missed training camp practice. We're going to fine you. They should just let it be known. While you out of here, we're going to fine you. They shouldn't have fined him, and it shouldn't have came as a surprise to him. And I'm not taking his side or their side. And Antonio Brown should have never put nothing public on social media. But hey, is what it is. Goodfella Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All these reference and article links and source links, I'll put them in the description on the source links so you can check them out. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfella1Boxing, 18% off the 100% all natural products. Website, promo code, description. Check out our NFL playlist and our NFL Live for each week. Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is what I'm shooting for our live NFL show. Breaking down the weekly slate, little fantasy advice, pick'ems. Appreciate that love, support. One time for one time, we go. All right, don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. Website, promo code, description. Thanks.